Hello, welcome back to my page, Harmony Lives in Me, and happy Saturday. Um, this is November the 14th, 2020, and we are still in the middle of a pandemic. Um, it seems to be getting worse, but with the power and the of the mind, we can get through this terrible crisis. Um, and turning to my meditation today is a quote from a Wally Amos. I never heard of him before, but it say, "If you think poor, you are poor." And so that's just a quote, but it for some reason they tied it to this meditation, and the meditation is talking about how the mind is a terrible thing to waste. Thoughts of poverty and lack are a waste of valuable power of the mind. And in order to experience wealth, success, and well-being, it is necessary to train the mind to think positively. And I've always tried to think of turn everything around, take lemons and make lemonade out of it. Everything happens for a reason. And when you believe in God and you believe in His Word, and it's a reassurance there that God is in the midst of whatever we're going through. All the negativity, all the bad things, even this pandemic, God is in the midst. And through it all, we will find victory and joy in the end. And in most sorrows, pain that we experience, we always, on the flip side, in the end, we find joy. Just like I take an example of a woman in labor. All that pain and screaming and hollering and swearing I'm never going to have another baby as long as I live. And when you see that bundle of joy, it just wipes away all that pain and sorrow. So I'm hoping and I'm praying and I really believe that in the end of this pandemic that we will see the joy and hallelujah. We'll be able to say hallelujah in the end. So positive thinking, the wealth of a human experience, that's the wealth. God didn't give us this mind. Last week I talked about the brain and how complex and um, um, it's very difficult to understand the brain. I mean, you would have to go through years of studying to be in any medical field to understand the magnificent structure and creation of the brain. And so God gave us this mind and brain for not for us to just throw it away. It's positive thinking. The mind is a tool that you can turn a negative into a positive with a stream of progressive thoughts. And um, positive thinking is more than a cliche. The mind is a tool that God gave us to use in a positive way. Many of us have no idea about the true wealth of the universe. And the true wealth of the universe is connecting to the universe. How do we do that? Through our mind, through our spirits. That's the only way we can connect with God is through our mind and our spirits. We are so accustomed to lack that we see everything as not enough. It is only through the mind, the power of the thought, the transformation of perceptions that we will move from being poor to a state of conscious wealth. It comes through the mind. You have to think wealth. You have to think prosperity. You have to think success. Um, Take a penny and commit to collecting 999,999. In the end, you'll have more than a bunch of pennies. You'll have the beginning of a fortune. So I tell anybody that you can't accomplish anything with a negative concept. You have to think positive. And when someone comes to you with negative influences or negative talk, take that and turn it into positive thinking, and you'll see where you'll come out. You'll come out on the better half, better end. And today, I want you to say, I will think abundance, prosperity, and wealth into my experience. If you think it, you can accomplish it. Thank you for coming to my page, and have a blessed day.